September 20th, 2023, Doc Ellis, the hick doctor from Oklahoma. Remember, federal workers' comp, VA disability, federal retirement laws are ridiculously fair. Also remember, no one knows the laws, no one follows the laws. And remember, there's a bias against anybody that files a claim. You're always going to be thought as a malinger and a cheat and everything else, so just get over it. That's just what you have to put up with in legal medicine. That's what we're talking about, legal medicine. And the other problem we have is that 50% of litigation, going like Social Security, workers' comp, AFLAC, VA disability, requires a doctor's report, requires a white coat. And doctors are not trained in legal medicine. So we doctors messed up the system. So here's the hick doctor. Okay, Air Force, 73, from California, Frank. Elgin Air Force Base in Florida. Of course, never sought treatment. And of course, if you're a pilot, you don't seek treatment, you get grounded. So, because you don't get treatment in the service. And even if you did get treatment, service medical records don't do well in getting a VA a claim accepted. You need a nexus or causation report by the doctor of your choice, not a doctor, nurse practitioner, or PA to VA. You always go to a doctor of your choice and don't spend $10,000. And be careful of people that want a piece of your award. I think that's unethical. And just pay money and get your little nexus report. Okay. Of course, loud noises in the Air Force, that's easy. So your hearing loss and your tinnitus is covered. And if you have sleep apnea, the tinnitus covers sleep apnea. That's a presumptive. Okay, so now that means there's medical records and medical literature and case law that tinnitus contributes to sleep apnea. So you got 10% for tinnitus and 50% for sleep apnea. Okay, and you also, as a carpenter, so you're going to have all kinds of musculoskeletal injuries and noise exposures. Demolitions and had asbestos. File an asbestos claim with the government, and we'll, if you came in, we'll do a nexus report. Remind me, I said this, and I will write a nexus report that you have exposure to asbestos with 0% impairment. But if you ever get lung cancer, the widow's going to be taken care of. Okay. Then work for the post office. So the stuff in the post office, if something happened in the service, if it's aggravated working for the post office, it's covered because both of the laws are very, very fair. State workers' comp, that wouldn't work, but those are, okay. Don't worry about medical records. Just come on in. If we do a VA report on you, the VA will find your medical records. So don't worry about it. If you get medical records, great. If not, all right, because they'll get you what's called a C file and they'll bring it all in. The best medical records are the ones that burned up in St. Louis. You tell me about your exposure, I believe you. I write an extra report. That my report becomes your medical record. So don't worry about that. Okay, been bedridden. Telehealth, of course, we'll do that. We do that. Except you live in Florida, Randall, I may just come visit you. Okay, well, it depends where you are in Florida. I just come, and I've done that. I've gone out of town to see people for VA. Okay, and could you imagine how fun it is to see a vet? I was in the Army 3 years. I got 10 years of war stories. Love talking to my vets. Okay, cost. We charge $500 taken for a shoulder. 2 shoulders would be $1,000. A back with numbness down both legs is just $500. Hearing loss and tinnitus is just $500. And if you have difficulty with money, give us a call. Let us help you. And we, like sometimes we'll do 4 conditions and just charge you for one, and then as you get paid, we release the second and third, fourth condition. Okay. And so you have helicopter, a lot of vertical deceleration, sudden movements. Okay, it's going to do a lot to your spine. Hips, arthritis hips, lower extremity neuropathy, Agent Orange, that's covered. You are service connected for Agent Orange, okay, good. Okay, so your legs need to be rated, and not at 10% each. Okay, they need to be rated. Okay, so we do telehealth. If you've got an Android, it's just going to be telehealth. You got to Apple, we'll do FaceTime. Okay, Jules. Lung cancer, removed at age 42. 17 years after 1988. 17 years after discharge. I wonder what you were exposed to in the service that might be contributing to aggravating or an oncogene towards your cancer. Be interesting to hear your history. Paper alerts, toxic exposure in Okinawa. You know, a lot of bases used a lot of herbicide around them, and it depends on what you did. You may have been exposed to benzene and other chemicals that are oncogenes or carcinogenic. And in VA and federal, just a little bit is all you need. So you had illumination. Okay, so yeah. Severe COPD on spirometry. Did you smoke? Or is it just your lung? Probably. But anyway, give us a call. Let's talk to you first. All right. Now here is Larry, Social Security disability. Want to know if I'm disabled. This is what you do. First of all, you file for Social Security disability. Don't come to Ellis Clinic first. First file for a disability, Social Security. Get all your records together, send it in. And then they may send you to some of their doctor's opinions. So then if you win, you're through. But if you don't win, you may not have enough records. Then we would be glad to see you and do a Social Security disability and rate it and use the Social Security codes and numbers so it makes a difference. Now, about 90% of Social Security is turned down the first time. Then you get an attorney and you get an oral hearing. And the attorney can tell you whether you need a doctor to come. But don't waste money on me unless your attorney tells you to come. Okay. Or if you just have scant records, you need someone to put it all together and do all the little forms and things that Social Security needs to make it official looking so that you can get Social Security. Then it's worthwhile. Okay. I don't want your money unless I can help you. All right. Randon, VA, California. Bullet penetrated both lungs. Yeah, okay. Hypoxia. Did you have any brain damage? A medically induced coma for several days. If after that you had difficulty with memory, thinking, concentrating, sense of direction, remember what you read, stuttering, then you have a traumatic brain injury from hypoxia. And that's service connected. And if you have traumatic brain injury, TBIs contribute to sleep apnea, and that's 50%. Right? So there you are. The laws are very fair, just no one knows them, and you're biased, and you get treated like crap.
Any other thoughts?
No, just we're here to help, and I love wars.
All right, well, thank you, Doc.
I've done 1,587 trials and depositions, including federal criminal court for Social Security, for VA, and for federal employees. And my testimony's never lost a case. There you go.